I don't know, man. It really feels like Manta have been just outplaying Bright in the post-landing stage. And that's not the first time I've been saying that. It feels like this is a consistent thing for Bright. Maybe like a very big flaw in their gameplay.
I think they are making correct moves though in this game. I'm talking about Team Bright.
Yeah.
It's just they are getting individual played. Like those are mechanical mistakes. Oh, nice stun on Doom top lane.
Oh, well, I don't think it's gonna amount to anything. They do have a stolen Hex, if I'm not mistaken. Jack just trying to buy time, rolling through. Has a Blink Dagger
Yeah,
available again, so he should be okay. Oh, they forded as well. They knew. Oh, whoever forded the wave is a god. Oh my goodness, Pango turned around with that diffusal blade, but they're gonna keep hunting down the Pango. The damage is there. The Sunstrike as well. Right click galore. And I mean, Kimizu read that play from start to finish.
why didn't he TP out? He had the potential for that.
Infernal Blade.
I mean, he's rolled up.
Oh, when he was rolled up, he was trying to cut the wave.
And yeah, it cost him way too much.
Yeah,
that was a really nice glyph here by Manta.
Yeah.
But this kind of risky play, do you feel like it was forced? Does it feel like they are big enough on the back foot?
I think
that they need to make something like that.
Yeah, I think you're correct with that assessment. I agree with you.
But it's not that bad. Honestly, like, yeah, sure, Luna is not as big as TB already, and TB is a good matchup for her. But you can still play, you can still find a good fight. You have strong disables, multiples of those actually. You have overthrows, you have rolling thunder, there's just so much. And when you have multiple ways of keeping enemies in place without hitting back, the game turns into a DPS check for a while. And I think that they do pass the DPS check from this Luna alone. So as long as they play it well, they don't need to be too hasty.
What do you think? You know, Bright obviously need to slow it down a little bit. Just oh no, not die like that. That's not what they wanted to do.
That was not intentional for sure.
Yeah.
What was your question?
I was about to ask what Bright could do, and well, I got the answer kind of, because not that is one of the answers.
I think split up. Wait out the ages for sure. There's still 2 minutes on it. You do have mobile heroes and heroes with decent enough wave clear. What else you need is, if it goes super late, you'll need a refresher on the Treant Protector. I think refresher Treant Protector could be like the big difference maker.
Yeah.
But outside of it, just take fights in your own base carefully without going down, making sure that you just don't lose racks. And as long as you don't lose racks, you're fine. Even with like a 20k gold deficit, as long as you have enough damage, because you have so much control and a lot of BKB piercing control as well, or instant control, you will be able to take a fight. Needs to go refresher. Like, he should put in his quick buy right now.
Who should buy refresher? Sorry.
Treant Protector. Like,
yeah.
It's the only item that is making sense and it's relevant on him at this point.
Yeah, no, I agree. You kind of need you need a second wave of spells for after the song is over. If you live. Unfortunately for Dockery's, living is not on his ticket. They did get the kill on him. Yeah. Just noticed that. That's CF is up to how many galvanized stacks? So I want you to guess.
1.
Yeah, he's got 1.
He was dying a lot.
Yeah.
And he's not level 18 yet.
Yeah.
And he ignores the TS3 token as well, which is a shame.
Are they just giving up the racks bottom? Outsider's dead, so I'm going to assume the answer is yes. That was a beautiful Sunstrike, by the way. I don't want to downplay that at all. That was a really good read. But, like, nobody's here to defend. Jack is going to roll. Okay, zip in. Yeah, they want to try to commit as much as they can to get the Terrorblade. They will pop the Aegis of Immortality. And this is without Metamorphosis. They do not have meta for the second life, but they do have a song, which will be committed. Teehee has caught all the net
choose, everything will end. Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
Venom, The Last Dance.
That website, like, I
You're overselling
regularly
it.
use that website. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying. I remember when we first worked together. Okay, before we worked together, I had no idea who you were. Okay, and then Crash, mutual friend, caster of ours. I was like, hey, did you know Kawaii is the guy from Dota Buff? And I'm like, huh? That what? He's that guy? You didn't know that this is him. So, we get to be blessed in the presence of the people that make the community alive. So, for that, thank you, sir.
Yep. It's really nice to be appreciated. Thank you for that. But Team Bright, they are kind of, I don't know, they're hard to appreciate today, aren't they?
Yeah, they are very much not alive right now, huh?
And I don't know what's happening. Like, they do make some miraculous comebacks. They do have good team fights. And the structure of their team fights makes sense to me. But sometimes they just kind of go in one by one, and I don't have any other words. They just feed the one by one. And that is what is stopping them from actually convincingly taking the games. So hopefully they will win at least one game today. My prediction is that they won't, but we'll have to see.
What are we feeling so far from Manta Esports right now? They had a pretty, weird game one. It was very up, very down for them, but they did end up climbing their way back and getting that win. Do you think they need to go for something more solid? Maybe, fit their playstyle a little bit better? What strategy would you recommend Manta to go for?
I don't know. This other Titan is a big question mark for me. I really like the hero versus Medusa specifically. And maybe against some of the more agility-dependent cores, but in general, I think Alert Titan is just a good Medusa counter. So I don't know why it appeared right now. We'll just have to wait and see, right? They also pick up Dragonite, and I really don't want to watch an Alert Titan Dragonite lane. It's not bad. They're double melee, but they're tanky. But in general, it's usually you want to have Alert Titan with something ranged.
Oh, the Troll Warlord. I did mention this before. I have talked about Troll in the past. I hate Troll into Centaur, though. And Willow. I think it's awful into those two. So, of course, Team Bright are going to pick it now when it isn't a great game for it. We'll see how it pans out.
They do have a decent amount of damage from Tusk, the damage amplification, as well as some extra damage from himself. Kanka will also make the fights naturally longer, being survivable and providing some survivability to his teammates. So for Troll, I guess it's an okay game. He's working into what? He doesn't care about bushes because of Aghanims potentially purchased. Stun from Decay and stun from Centaur. They're not avoidable, but they're not like super high impact. It's not like a Invoker kind of hero, which would be good for Manta actually, but they decided to ban it themselves. I think they're going to Medusa.
You think so?
I feel like it could be an okay pick for them. Because Medusa naturally likes a long fight. If somebody boats you, you survive through that most likely. And then you have a really good high turnaround potential. They could go Luna as well.
I think the problem with Medusa is you go into Troll Warlord and Troll buys one Diffusal Blade casually.
Fair enough. That could be a problem, but then it's like you're increasing the amount of tools that Troll Warlord needs.
Yeah, that's true.
He cannot play this game without Battle Fury because he needs to keep up. He cannot play this game without Aghanims, most likely because of Dark Willow. But knows you're gonna go Earth Spirit mid into Quap, and it is gonna be a position 1 Dragonite. Oh, this looks like something Team Bright can actually win.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Because it's funny and it's true.
I did confirm during the break. The carry for Team Bright is Bloom, and that is not a stand-in. So I was having a moment, a plate moment, certified plate moment, as they say.
That's a lot of symbols for one short word,
Bloom,
right?
Yeah, This is why I only speak English, because obviously I was born and raised in Canada. But if I could pick a language in the world to learn, it would also be English.
just double down.
I'm
Extra
doubling
knowledge
down.
of
I'm just
English.
doubling. I'm just doubling down, dude. I don't know. I feel like it's such a universal language, but also like maybe it's because I don't speak any like I don't really speak any other language. Je parle français un petit peu, but like I just see English words and I get it. Like with French, I never got it. Spanish, I don't get it. Just English. Sometimes you can say things that aren't even words and you get it, but you know. Enough with the English talk. Kawaii, we're here for some Dota action, and I'm here for Team Bright. Listen, I know everybody in chat right now is saying, oh, plate going, Team Bright, oh, whatever. All I'm saying is, statistically speaking, Dota forces you to go 50-50. It wants you to go 50%, 50%. So far, Team Bright are 0%. So I think the Dota gods are going to push them to the win. They're going to get one win today, and they're going to feel okay about it, at best.
There are two, I don't know, we call them hidden pool heroes. Something you play when you're, on the outskirts of proper Dota. There are two hidden pool heroes here, in my opinion. I think Quap is kind of meh, but the hero can work if she snowballs hard. And in the super late, her damage output can be kind of okay with a refresher kind of build.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we have a position 1 Dragon Knight, which is also a hidden pool hero. It's not a good carry. People are trying to substitute Sven with his Dragon Knight, and I don't think it's working. I don't think his damage output is that relevant in the later portions of the game, and he doesn't do as much burst. He doesn't survive for as long as people expect him to survive, and usually because of his builds, sometimes he falls off by the early mid game, and that's not when you want your carry to fall off.
No, that's kind of when you want your carry to start contributing really heavily to fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is almost always Fire Dragon DK that I see. Like, no, but I've never seen Frost Dragon except for when I played and lose. But is there is there some sort of thing that we're like some sort of tech of people not theorized and experimented enough with the hero?
I generally feel like Frost is just bad because he doesn't farm.
Right.
If you go Frost, you're kind of supposed to be the playmaker, and then if presupposes you're having a good laning stage and the Blink Dagger, maybe we could see a Frost DK mid versus, let's say, an Alchemist lineup. I could see that, and I don't think it would be too bad. But as a position 1, you 100% of the time you go for the Fire one because it's the only one that farms.
I mean, the Poison used to, right? It had okay farming speed.
Yeah, but they nerfed the hell out of it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I think even in the vacuum, it's kind of bad. Like, it's not even situational. It's just really bad.
Well, CFCF got level 2. It's going to be level 2 onto the Earth Spirit as well, but CFCF did secure every creep in the lane. And keep this up, keep up this pressure. They'd be able to make up for the laning stage of the last game when he had an unwinnable lane.
I'm slightly surprised he is going into the Shadow Strike, so because the meta lately was that you just ignore Shadow Strike, even in melee matchups. Because even though it can quote unquote help you win the lane, it's not even guaranteed. You are behind in terms of mobility and damage in the later portions of the game. With this single, even a single point spent on Shadow Strike is already kind of problematic. But 2-3 points, it means that your blink is that much weaker, has has a longer cooldown, etc., and that can come to bite him.
Yeah, I mean, long gone are the days where you would actually max dagger in the lane just to win the lane, and then snowball from there with an ult. But I don't know. Ever since you know, the new changes with the facets, I've kind of never been a Quap believer. I know for a while, Quap came out with that really strong facet. Forget which one it was. I think it was Masochist, but it was just had better numbers. But I don't know. I just not a fan.
I agree with you. I think Quap kind of died as a really strong, oppressive mid laner when they changed Shadow Strike to not heal you up. Because
Yeah.
previously, what you would do is just use Shadow Strike and go right click people, and there's absolutely nothing they can do because your right clicks are okay, but you also sustain yourself with Shadow Strike. And now, like this Shadow Strike, he's committing 2 points to it, which isn't too bad. But look at Earth Spirit. He is at more than half HP. He's like at 60%. He gets a bottle control, and there is no way Quap actually oppresses him out of this lane.
Maybe it's like I don't know. I was about to say like maybe there are like weaker heroes that you can afford to sort of burst down and win away, but with 4 strength heroes on the enemy team, I don't know if this is going to be the build, or maybe CFCF is thinking about an early Aghanim Scepter.
A possibility. I wouldn't hate it. A lot of high contact hero, as you said, like 4 strength heroes. 3 of them are melee, and 1 of them is also kind of semi-melee. You also have Dark Willow, who usually stands close to deal damage, right?
Yep.
So maybe an early Aghanims could be a possibility from CFCF. We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Top lane, it's going to be Kimizu onto the Centaur Warrunner. I felt like he had a good game on Doom last time around. Hit a couple questionable double Dooms, but then some really nice ones later on as the game progressed. And, you know, on a Centaur, you have less pressure to Doom the correct target and just more pressure on when to Stampede correctly. And that one is a lot easier.
Yeah, as long as you land your stunts and as long as there is a follow-up from your team, I think he's going to be A-okay.
Yeah.
He's solving some problems. Dark Willow can close the gap much faster. You have Earth Spirit who can not only close the gap with Rolling Boulder, but also run over people. So all in all, I think the Centaur can do a lot of great things. And it's, as you said, like during the drafting stage, it's a good matchup versus Troll, because Troll relies on his attack speed early on, and Centaur likes those type of heroes.
Yep. I mean, I've even seen with the new, you know, quad bracer build, Max Retaliate. Likely won't see that this game though with the changes to the bracer, but the Willow is in like a hair of trouble at best, but looking to turn it around. The Tusk is going to be cut out here, and they kicked back the Troll Warlord as well. Kui did show up, but yeah, it's just going to be the Tusk falling here. First blood going the way of Luzify.
It's okay. I think when it's so late, it doesn't really change laning stage all that much. Of course, there was a rotation here by Kui.
They got hoodwinked too somehow.
Just a double stun play.
Okay.
Most likely.
Okay, so CFCF has gone 3 points into Dagger.
I'm afraid this co-op is going to be purely decorative for like a really long time. Because, yeah, sure, Shadow Strike is annoying in the laning stage, but her damage output in a team fight and her turnaround potential in a team fight is so limited right now.
Yeah. And, like, Shadow Strike is not going to stop an Earth Spirit from potentially leaving mid to go make rotations like he just did.
Yep. You don't push the wave fast enough so that you can really, really punish the absence of a hero.
Yeah.
Is that what you're alluding to? Yeah.
Yep. You're right on the money with my analysis there. This is why we're the best caster duo in all of Dota, and why other Titan, while he may have an Astral Spirit, in his physical form will take the lead to the afterlife.
He wants some time for his DK, and DK is farming really well. Like, his net worth is really high, and considering it's a Sven substitute, you're kind of supposed to be in this, you know, in this position. Also, nobody controls the Lotus until like 15 seconds into after the spawn, which is weird.
Would you have
It's
preferred the Sven this game?
I generally, like, if you want to have a hard carry, well, a carry, I generally would prefer Sven to Decay. But what Decay gives you is a bit of flexibility because it keeps the enemy guessing whether it's going to be a position 1 or a position 2. Whereas with Sven, once you reveal your supports, there is no flex.
Yeah. But they did ban the Razor, so it's not like they, you know, there are really that many hard matchups for Sven outside of that.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know.
They got
but
the roll
what I
up,
do
though.
know,
Bottom Jack, Dragon Tail coming through as well. The damage will be there. He gets himself a second kill, and this is the problem, right? Like, yeah, you have 3 points in Dagger, but the tower is actually going to survive mid likely, but bottom it will not.
yeah, this is decently fast push. 7 minutes in, they do have the catapult,
Yep.
and they have 2 tanky boys to keep the pressure and tank the hits. So Young God will claim the life of the tower. He's really close to an armlet. He's about 700 goals away from it. So that could be like a minute 9 armlet kind of deal, which is really good.
The strong armlet timings on the DKs do allow that second dragon form. Typically, you don't see armlet until that second dragon form is up anyway, so the first one, it's good to just get that tower and give yourself a lot more space to breathe, as Kanka is now officially overextended with the lack of tower to protect him. So they do have to be careful bottom.
Everyone is just chilling in this game. Yeah, there was a precise stack by Manta as they took away tier 1 tower. But after that, there was no rebuttal, because Troll is farming, and he's going to be farming for a while. Quop is, as I said, she's purely decorative at this point. Like, she's not doing much. She can burst anybody down, she cannot clear the waves fast enough. And that's the reason why this build is so looked down on. She has a good net worth. Like, she has the third highest net worth in the game, and she is currently a non-factor until like a couple more levels.
Stampede was used. Oh, they're trying to kill Jack bottom. They didn't find him. Oh my goodness, hold on a minute. He's actually dead. The key, he died to that magnetized pulse.
He tried to rum himself with a facet for the rum from X Mark.
Yeah.
But it was just not enough. I think he should have done it maybe slightly earlier, or maybe it wouldn't have mattered regardless. But it's still a nice extra kill for Manta, and they're going forward. Young God has his armlet flying out to him.
Yep.
A 9-minute 30 armlet.
See, the boat was used mid. Okay, lose the fight. Well, you're dead. You cannot live through a boat and that. But the hold on a minute. The root was landing out onto CFCF. He's got a couple more, seconds left in him. Won't be enough as he is dead. And now they're gonna rotate. They have Teehee over. Roll will miss that time as Jack went right instead of up. To guess again, get that roll again, but it's gonna be Tusk this time, body blocking it off. They're gonna pop the ultimate as well, trying to get this kill into Jack. Key picks up this arcane rune, could be a big play, but that Torn is there. Dockery's, well, get down, Mr. President's his other Titan. They need a little bit more, but the damage is really just spread out. There's not focusing it really that well. Roll will not actually end up going out, but they did bring over the big bad boy. The Dragonite coming through in a big way. Not enough damage to bring down Jack. Instead, the Stampede has been committed one more time. Armlet has been turned on. An outsider finally goes down. Young God is just bullying this Quap who just died and came back to die again.
You know why she dies so much? Because she has 1 point in Blink.
Oh, don't say it, dude.
Like, this is the whole problem with this kind of build. You only have a way in, you don't have a way out as Quap. Your damage output can be big, sure, but you generally want to survive. And in the middle fight, like, he jumped here, and then he was there for like ages, simply because he did not have any extra levels in Blink. He could not use it, and there were so many buttons just to press into him while he was still waiting for this to go off cooldown, and he just died twice back to back without really doing much. And he only has a Kaya to show for it 12 minutes in. And he was like the second in net worth just a couple of minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Man, it feels like Team Bright, they just keep pushing and pushing and they get nothing out of it, and then, you know, a couple bad losses happen, or team fight losses happen. We will roll away. He's got another one. I don't think chasing the Earth Spirit is the way to go, and we're going to find out why as you get to sleep onto two with the bushes. Oh, nice dodge with the snowball. They're all going to roll up the roll. Okay, won't actually connect, but it doesn't matter. The Blade Mail with the double edge finds the kill. Luzify is going to live for a little bit longer, and although the Troll Warlord does have ultimate, we're going to be seeing Kite City galore. Oh, I mean, he uses it, but look at this, buddy. He's not even hitting anything. He's just standing there like a dumb little boo-boo idiot. It's not his fault, though. He can't do anything. Roll forward once
an
again.
app description. Yeah.
Oh, Outsider, I bet, you know what? I can tell you how he's feeling.
Dire's top tower is under
And again, you know, why they had to commit with a snowball and make this fight really long instead of, you know, disengaging after understanding that they cannot really take anyone? Because Co-op needed to bail out. She had 6 seconds on her blink after using the first one, and she had to be bailed out with a snowball because she couldn't bail herself out. And now 12 minutes in, we have a 5k goal lead here for Manta, and they're just gonna go forward. I didn't see anything stopping Manta right now, and with a double Blade Mail, they can just right-click things, press Blade Mail, and go chill. Because the amount of damage and the amount of survivability on Team Bright right now is just not in favor when playing against Blade Mails.
Okay, well, the Kunkka gonna be kicked back. He does have the rum buff, but there's plenty of stuns here, man. I wonder if he's gonna be able to hit another button by the time he's alive. Nope, the answer is absolutely not.
Even Rolling Boulder does not connect because he was dead by
Yeah,
the
he died
point,
so
right?
fast. Yeah.
Troll was having an okay game, and it does look like he's gonna have like a 14-20 kind of Battle Fury timing, which isn't too bad. But this young God Dragon Knight was just supercharged.
Oh, they're going in mid. They found themselves another kill. Drinking buddies. Well, your drinking buddies passed out all over the bar. Vomit on his sweater. Well, roll won't actually connect onto the Kunkka. I don't think that was the intended target. I believe the shield rune was instead. And Young God going in on behind. Sets up the roll and the kick right into the grip of Young God. But, you know, good drinking buddies. Roll forward underneath the tier 2 tower. Okay, Key, you got to be a little bit careful here. No, he's okay. It's just the tower he wants, and he's going to be able to zone off Outsider to get these. No, Outsider. Roll? No, not going to connect.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants right now on this Earth Spirit because he currently has a 900 HP barrier, which is insane. Considering it's only 15 minutes into this game, it's just not enough damage. So he's going forward once again, misses a snowball, and they have to bail him out with a Stampede, but doesn't matter.
No, this is a bait. This is a bait. It's a sleep. Oh, no. Oh, Bright, please.
Nothing they can do. Honestly, I'm just not seeing any kind of plays they can go for right now. The only things they can hope for currently is if Manta style will play it greedy and will try to farm up slightly more. But from the items they're getting, I'm not I'm not sensing that. I think they're ready to rumble, and they'll just go forward. Their pushing power is high. Their tanking is exceptional at this point in time. They don't care about 4 heroes on the enemy team, maybe even 5. And I don't know what can you amend. Docker is dead once again.
You know, yeah, he is. I thought maybe for a moment there was a potential that he lives, but the potential is not greater
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
than the potential that he dies. So. Alonzo, as I like to say every now and then.
You know who is like the most valuable player right now in Team Bright? It was this catapult in the bottom lane. Like, it literally did more than Team Bright combined because it took the tower.
Kawaii, come on, man. You don't have to kick them when they're down, dude. They're trying their best.
Maybe. They got for a smoke. Yeah, it's gonna get revealed,
This
so.
is an all-in fight here for them, but the silence is there, the roots are there, the roll-in is there, everything is there for Manta. And I'll tell you, they're going to bring in the Troll Warlord as well, but that Sonic Wave is going to come in just a little bit too late. Troll Warlord will be the last one left, even in this fight, even if they care about it, honestly. Magnetize might be able to bring down the Troll, but, you know, not actually Magnetize. It's just the Stampede, and I wonder if they're thinking about calling it, really.
Yeah, they are calling it.
Yeah, they are calling it. Yeah, that's it for Bright.
Outclassed by their own catapult, they're gonna forfeit.
Dire's
Honestly, like, I think it all started with the draft, but also the skill build on the Scorp in particular was the big problem. She didn't pressure. You cannot pressure this Earth Spirit. This hero has way too much health. He's way too tanky. He's way too strong. So him going for those 3 triple points. Imagine if it was Blink. It's 3 points. That is 6 extra seconds of lower cooldown, maybe even more. It goes from 12 to 6. Yeah, it's 6 extra seconds of cooldown. So you get to jump in and you get to jump out. Suddenly you don't need to be bailed out. Suddenly you have a better positioning and you have more burst damage. You can play split push with this kind of pop as well. So it gives you macro advantages across the map, and that is something that will allow you to create openings to attack heroes that you want to attack. Instead, she hard committed to a build that kind of bottlenecked her into a single playstyle that wouldn't work at all in this game. And even if she got for went for an Aghanim's rush, I think that could have been better, like you suggested. But she didn't even go for that.
Nope, she didn't do anything, actually. Well, she died 6 times, the most on her team. Manta Esports, both the Centaur and the Dragonite were unkillable. They didn't die.
Yeah.
And the Earth Spirit died 1 time. So across all 3 cores of Manta, only one of them died once. Just to give you a taste of how hopeless that game was. But Bright, you know, what they can do, this is really good learning material. Right? Like, they did lose all 4 games, but that's 4 games that you can learn really valuable lessons from. And it's never too late to turn it around. This is still very early on in the group stage. A couple 2-0s and they're right back into the running, but unfortunately for them, they did not get even a single point today. It's not looking good for them. They are certainly at the bottom of the standings, only looking up, but hey, that's the only place they can go from here. That's it for today, though. I've been Plate. This has been Kawaii. I don't know if there's anything you have left to say before we head out.
Nah, I think I'll wait and see how Team Bright progresses later on. Because honestly, today wasn't it, but maybe they will be able to do something.
Yeah, we were talking about inconsistency. Today could have been a bad day. In the future, we could see them have a great day, but it's always been, as it always is, a great day of Dota here at Cringe Station, Phoenix League Season 2, Battle Squawk. We've got more Dota happening tomorrow. Same time, same place. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Hold me close till I get